There have been so many Apex streamers over the course of years that quote quit Apex, and a lot of these just simply come back, and that's why I say they quote quit it, because we all quit the game, but we're not really full-time quitting. We're just waiting for the game to improve. I could go on a long list of streamers that quit this game and shortly after did return. However, with the recent news in yesterday's video discussing Apex's average player count now getting under 100,000 and the player count just dwindling down to all-time lows, many of you may not have been around for my channel back in January of 2003 and February of 2003. You know, when we were racking like 200,000 views in a video. I ripped my life. My channel's dead now. No, truth is, I'm not here because I'm trying to be famous or anything. I just genuinely love what I do. I love talking about this stuff. But there was one specific streamer that had a lot of problems with EA specifically in Apex Legends, and I'm not gonna lie, she helped feed my wife and kids quite a few times. I'm talking about the one many consider to be the queen of Apex. That is Miss LuLu Lovely. Now, LuLu had at one time quote quit Apex, but she did come back. But honestly, her recent quitting of Apex has definitely been more felt. But what happened to her, and why did she quit Apex? Especially if you're new to the channel and you wonder what's with all the negativity. Why do people hate EA so much? Why are we very outspoken about it? For those of you that have not seen her story, well, this probably explains most of the problems. You see, back 2 years ago, we made a video as to why LuLu had originally quit Apex, in which she went on a podcast with Jake Lucky to talk about some of the issues that they have been experiencing and how the game had basically just had problems, server problems, game stability, the quality of life just really was struggling. But just remember, once you watch this clip, she did come back, but why did it get worse? Here's what she originally had to say and why she first off had quit. Now, I want you to pay attention to this clip closely and see if you notice anything familiar.
Games now more than ever under a large scope, especially the big ones. You know, they receive a lot of criticism and some for rightful reasons. With the current game state of Apex, how are you feeling? I know you've also been trying to maybe stem away and get more variety as well. What's that process been like? But I guess first and foremost, thoughts on the current landscape of Apex.
I still love Apex. I still enjoy playing that game so much. The devs at Respawn, they're great. I've had enjoyable conversations and they do listen. My issues with EA and like, you know, everyone like kind of knows their reputation. It came out like yesterday or something like that they made $3 billion or $2 billion in the last 3 years. And we still can't get like better servers. They can't fix problems. They can't give Respawn the funding that they actually need to fix the game. So like Apex, like we've had bugs in every single season, but we're also addicted. We're still playing the game, but it is one of the most broken games. And right now we're having a DDoS problem. Like the Xbox kids are able to DDoS our lobbies. The servers have been dying and it's tough. I was playing with my girls yesterday and we all just were like, we love this game, but I don't want to play right now. So we all got off because we're like, this sucks. Like, how are we supposed to play and make content on a game that isn't being taken care of?
So just keep in mind that clip was from 2 years ago, back in June. And did you notice how 2 years ago she's complaining about something we are still struggling with today? And that is server stability. One of the biggest gripes all of us have ever had with this game is that it doesn't feel like it's tremendous quality. This game has made so much money since its birth, but yet we haven't really felt like massive changes have occurred in order to take us to the next level when it comes to quality. There are certain games out there, such as Valorant, that when you play, you really feel like the game is so pristine. Even when you play a game like Deadlock, which is obviously much newer, or even Supervive. All these newer games have something about them that just make them feel so crisp and clean. And whether it be matchmaking, cheater issues, or just the simple fact that we want the game to run smooth and not have server lag or just skipping all over the place, bullets not registering, fans have been wanting this for a while, and that's where EA had originally been slammed by LuLu and why she originally had taken this long break to quote quit the game. But then in 2023, the month of January, things got really bad for Apex. We made 2 videos back-to-back months of LuLu exposing EA and what they responded with after she exposed them. And just be prepared, because if you don't know this story's context, you're about to probably be shocked. So for the context of what you're about to see, Apex and specifically EA were facing a ton of backlash with how they were handling something going on in the community with their partnership program to partner up with a lot of these team organizations or content creators. So Jake Lucky had put out that sources were telling him teams were still having difficulty with EA in negotiations when it comes to Apex Legends org skins, like a TSM skin or a Falcon skin, Dark Zero skin, whatever the case may be. Hopefully you see what we're saying, but basically where a TSM could have their own version of a skin, whether it be banner cards, gun skins, legend skins, you name it. The idea was that EA could partner up with the people that invest so much into them already, and they could split some of this revenue. It's a win-win because everyone starts promoting these skins and it's free advertisement, so there's more sales, and in the back half the orgs also get benefited for it. But of course, that's not what EA was wanting to do. What they were wanting to do was offer a $60,000 original flat fee cut. And that would basically be all that they got. It gave them access to the logos, the licensing to use whatever it is that they wanted to do or advertise it whatever way they wanted to. So there was really no good profit share for these organizations. And obviously what they wanted was a percentage of the revenue. And I felt like that's what made the most sense. We all did. But several teams fought back on EA's original proposal, and an inability to come to an agreement could have impact on several Apex teams. Well, newsflash, it did. Shortly after, Team Liquid, SSG, and many others went on to leave the scene. Now, given context, they have come back to the scene, but under certain circumstances. There is now some sort of partnership for ALGS, and orgs do get some sort of funding, but this whole transaction that was supposed to go down is no longer a thing. Well, LuLu, involved in all of this, was supposed to be getting and got an email about content creator skins, and they were going to basically promote these, and maybe you'll get some money from these, and we'll have your name on them, and everyone can rock, you know, your personal skin. This will be great advertising for you. Until that story changed, and here's where LuLu went on a tangent. Roll the clip.
Yeah, EA, like all the creator skins, EA told us for months, like, oh yeah, they're gonna be creator skins. It's your skin, like it's your skin. It's like a creator skin. And then the day before they released them, EA was like, yeah, your name is actually not going to be attached to the skin at all, nor will you get any money from the skin or recognition. Yeah, and when I brought it up to EA, they were like, oh, we'll mention you in the blog post. People wonder why I stopped playing that.
Now, LuLu wasn't the only one to have issues with all of this. Snipedown was also having issues because there was a lack of communication with everything that was going on. And here's what he had to say.
Is the relationship going to stay healthy if you don't talk to each other and try and fix the issues and make them work? Because it's all about communication, and there's none of that. It's a bunch of, here, let's shove more paid skins down your throat, and here's the new battle pass, and buy this and buy that. But we're not gonna put any of the money that you give us back into quality of life fixes to fix the game. We're just gonna keep adding more and more stuff that you have to pay for. Here's a new heirloom that you can spend $600 to get. Oh, cheaters are ruining your experience? Here's a skin of your favorite character.
Now, after all of this happened, we did get a little bit of an update, and Respawn did release this skin, but did they have to pry it out of EA? Who knows? Now, after making all of those videos and all of those Twitter clips that garnered a lot of attention, it's safe to say EA felt pressured to still release it. The only problem is when they did release it, well, creator name was spelt wrong. If it wasn't already a slap in the face that they didn't want to put the skin in, it suddenly was an extra slap in the face that they spelled her name wrong. This is just one of many frustrations that LuLu had, and just last year in April, she tweeted out, "Hello Apex and EA, it's me again, and I'm really trying to enjoy playing your game again, but I can't due to 20+ minute queue times, cheaters running wild, DDoSing, silent bullets, invisible tracers, constant audio issues, and more. Can we please get some transparency on statements about these issues? I swore to never tweet about the state of Apex again, since every time I did, I would get hate, but I still truly do want to make the game succeed. But how can this happen when there's no communication from you guys about what's going on? You guys made such great strides in some of the last updates, but it's one step forward and 2 steps back. Talk to your community. Let us know what's going on with the game that we want to see thrive." Of course, you may know by now, just recently, Apex did make a big communication post saying, "We understand the frustrations. We're going to start communicating more. We hear you. We understand you." And, you know, you had that battle pass issue where all of that was changing just months ago. But since we've dropped to really low player numbers again, it doesn't really feel like they've remained communicative. It's like just that post alone was a public easement to get everyone to calm down, but they didn't really follow through with it. Safe to say, there's no real shock as to why LuLu no longer really plays this game, along with many others out there. If they play the game at all, it's a lot of times second choice. And for those of us Apex fans that are truly sticking around for the end game, wanting things to get better, and we're not picking up other games, these are the times that we come to these topics and ask ourselves again, what can be done? What are your thoughts down in the comments below? Like and subscribe for more Apex Legends stories like this. And until the next time, we'll see you all later.